When they cleared the brush for the area around University Avenue, San Diegans were offered a chance to own a home for $1,200. $100 down, $25 a month for this suburban adventure. University Avenue got its name from the long since forgotten San Diego College of Letters. The college folded, but the area opened up and began to prosper. By 1925, University Avenue and most of San Diego had electric streetcar service. This was 1924 when the tracks were first put in. Little did these guys know that there was another world war coming and that eventually the tracks would be ripped up, covered, and the system abandoned. People turned to their cars, and today a turn off Washington Street puts you on the west end of University Avenue. On the sidewalks you'll find a neighborly feeling. People like Jack Kennedy, who shares grocery store savings with Gwen Baker.
Thanks. Coupons.
On this day, Jack Kennedy, with his dog Buster keeping watch, was painting the fence at his home of more than 30 years. Jack likes living close to shopping. And how did he get to San Diego?
Well, I was in the Navy. I got out of here. I went broke and couldn't get out of San Diego.
Things turned out well for him and for Marguerite Stitt, who lived nearby. She remembers when University Avenue was first linked to Washington. She also recalls mail delivery in those days.
We had two mail deliveries a day, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And the mailman was kind of a neighborhood friend.
Marguerite Stitt remembers anti-aircraft guns during World War II and barrage balloons. Her father, Theodore P. Hall, was famous for inventing something that never quite caught on.
He designed and built the flying automobile, the T.P. Hall flying automobile in San Diego, and test flew it from Miramar before Miramar became a naval base.
Over the years, there has been a gradual change along most of University Avenue. Children grew up, cars grew old. Oh, there are still familiar landmarks, but longtime residents, people like Elizabeth Hargraves, who first came here 58 years ago, say it's the pace of life that's changed the most.
They've changed it quite a bit to what it used to be already. It used to be a very friendly, homely place, and it's more on the fast side now.
When she left us and continued along University Avenue, a jogger ran by, perhaps for Elizabeth a bit on the fast side. That jogger didn't notice a sign in the window of a shop, a sign that told of the end of an era for Tony and Lena Adamo. Their story and more of University Avenue tomorrow. University Avenue and 5th. So much has passed beneath the Hillcrest sign, so many changes. The horse and buggy are no more. Who needs ice delivered? And there's not much demand for axle straightening. University Avenue, a home and workplace for thousands of people. Most of the businesses were small, such as this couple who ran a fix-it shop. They probably gave good service, especially if you needed an umbrella fixed, but don't expect service with a smile. We don't know what happened to those people, but we do know the end of a dream for Tony and Lena Adamo. After 18 years at the same University Avenue location, Friday was their last day of business.
18 years ago, it was beautiful here. Beautiful area, nice work, it was peace all the time. But now, everything's bad. A lot of people scared, they don't want to come here no more. Used to make a good living, just to pay the bill, everything. But now, just to work to pay the rent.
I was happy because a lot of people from Danda come and see me. Lots of people. Now the area changed. For a couple of years ago, everything changed.
People stopped coming, and when nearby dry cleaners offered cut-rate alterations, many done by Asian immigrants, the Adamos gave up. But as has been the case all through the years, when some fail, others succeed. Business owner Scott Portillo on University Avenue.
Customers, it's basically my backyard because I use it every day to walk to work and back. I see the changes every day. They're slow, but they're continuous and they're great. I love the neighborhood.
Go east about 9 blocks and you'll see others treated well by University Avenue. 60 years ago in the 1400 block, there was a bakery, a business that proudly sold tires with a 14,000-mile guarantee, and a barber shop. In the same building now, you'll find hairstylist Paul Estella.
I just like the area. It's quiet, it's small. Most of the people that have been coming to me have been coming to me for 10, 15 years. Most of them are locals from the area. The whole uptown area is all brand new. I remember when the old Sears was there.
When Sears pushed north to build its store 40 years ago, the idea was to serve a growing population. For a while, University Avenue had all that most people wanted. No need to go elsewhere. But life would change dramatically when Mission Valley was developed. and nowhere was that felt more than in North Park. That part of the University Avenue story and more tomorrow. So much has come our way on University Avenue. Some of it went by in a flash, some of it became tradition and paraded by. One area that looks about the same is North Park. For more than 30 years, there has been a Johnny's Cafe. Jim Duncan bought the restaurant from Johnny Parsky 28 years ago.
Well, we just try to give them the best for the least amount of money that we can.
Lorraine Fenley, a waitress here for 28 years, has lost track of all the cups of coffee she's poured.
You know it a lot.
A familiar landmark along University Avenue is the Georgia Street Bridge. Under its arches have passed electric trains and several generations of people. University and Park then, University and Park now, the new and the old. The place, University and Park, and if you would have been on this spot in 1937, you would have been face to face with Silver Castle hamburgers, a nickel a burger. Just think, you could have bought your heartburn by the bagful. Nearby was the Fox Egyptian Theater. Shirley Temple was starring in Little Miss Broadway. Today, high-rise apartments look down on green-roofed cottages built years ago. Gone are the days of seeming innocence. Today, some of University Avenue has a hard side. Prostitution is in full view. Here a family walks by a woman making herself known to passing traffic. Sam Aziz manages a nearby liquor store.
A lot of people's moving out of this area, far as I know. There's more foreigners is getting in this area, especially Vietnamese.
Sam, who works next to the landmark Egyptian garage with its weather-beaten pharaohs, considers many newcomers on University Avenue as foreigners. Yet 14 years ago, he came to America with his family from Iraq.
This is the only country we felt our freedom, to tell you the truth. And that's why we all moved down here.
What changed University Avenue the most was something that took place a few miles to the north. Bob Winchester says once Mission Valley was developed, life was never quite the same.
Everybody started going to Mission Valley, and it kind of deteriorated. It just disappeared.
Not far from where we talked, on the second floor at Euclid and University, there was a dance hall. It has long disappeared, as has the 5-cent cup of coffee and 10-cent streetcar rides. What once was the East San Diego City Hall is now a nondescript series of businesses. The Cypress Hotel at the corner of La Mesa Boulevard and University burned down in the 60s. On the corner today, you'll find an out-of-place piece of nostalgia. On these streets patrolled the La Mesa Police Department of 1939. On a field played the Hartzell's baseball team of 1929. University Avenue, from San Diego to La Mesa, a never-ending story.